Yo, what's up, guys? It's Perceptive again with the second commentary and I have a special topic today, and it's gonna be about the United drama that, was it right, was it wrong, blah blah blah. Okay, and I work with an airline. I'm not gonna say which airline or who I work for, because then my comments can be held responsible. So I will not name the airline I do work for. Anyways, do I think it's right of what they did to him?
Domination.
First of all, it was very embarrassing, and I don't think that it should have been handled the way it was handled. But at the same time, knowing the agreements that you succumb to when you click that agree box when you buy your ticket, it's in the regulations. I'm assuming, okay, the plane was overbooked. This means that someone will be randomly chosen to be taken off the plane. At that point, any person or persons that gets, randomly selected must come off the plane, whether you like it or not. I mean, they offer you vouchers, money, sometimes they offer you hotel rooms, but, it's like, I don't know, the video doesn't show what happened in between, the gray area, or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't show what happened before, but I do know he did not come off the plane when asked to. And at that point, he became a threat to the plane, because, he's not complying, especially with federal police. Because United had nothing to do with dragging him across the floor or anything like that. They had nothing to do with that. That was out of their control. At that point, it was the airport that did this, They came onto the plane. I'm sure they asked him nicely before for him to exit the plane, and he did not. I seen where he was foreign, so he might not have understood completely, and that's why I think it was wrong, because you never know if someone's, completely understanding what you're saying, especially when you're foreign. And we do deal with a lot of foreigners that they don't understand what the hell we're saying sometimes, See that? I mean, you don't know how many times I've had someone, give me their carry-on and not understand that. They're like, is this going on the plane? Is this going on the plane? And I'm like, yes. And they don't understand that it's going onto the plane. And they think that you're just taking their bag from them forever. And yeah, so I understand the trouble with that, but at the same time, he did become a threat to the aircraft as soon as he started saying no, being out of compliance. And rules and regulations do state that you can be removed from the airplane with force if you have to be, and he had to be. So I'm not saying I agree with how it was taken care of, and I seen where he had a bloody nose and everything, and that's definitely unnecessary in my opinion. But I do think it's necessary. He had to be forcefully removed off the plane. And like I said before, that's the federal officer that did that. That's not United. That has nothing to do with him. They stepped aside as soon as police was on the aircraft. So, that's what I got to say about that. And I think people need to really understand why this happened. And yeah, it was handled a little inappropriately. But you gotta think again, they don't fuck around here. If you're gonna do that on an airplane, that's one of the worst places to choose to do that, like to act out or whatever he was doing. I understand he had to get places, but when an airline employee or a pilot is positive space, he goes in that plane no matter what. Doesn't matter who you are, he goes onto that plane no matter who you are. That is just, it's 100%. He has to go to another aircraft because of another pilot issue, and he has to fly that aircraft, or that, could suffer from a delay, or, even something much larger. So yeah, you gotta understand and see where they're coming from. These people making really, honestly, very false accusations and very false comments that know nothing about what happened, and they just want to stir shit up, and that's basically how the media does it anyway. So yeah, people just need to understand that he was forcefully removed because he didn't want to come off the plane. So he became a threat to the aircraft, and that is how it is. Another thing that I wanted to touch on was this channel and what my goals are and really what I want to do with it. This is a hobby to me. I'm not over here to make money. I'm not here to, it'd be nice, but that's not my goal. I just want to have fun, try to gain a following, interact with people, meet new people. And I would really like to do that. This has always been a dream of mine, So just having a little bit of fun with it. But yeah, I hate that happened though. It is sad to see that he got hurt. But then again, you gotta think, man, you can't act up on a fucking plane. You just can't do it. And it's really, really sad seeing other people like trying to boycott United when it's nothing to do with United at all. Like literally has zero to do with United other than the fact that they overbooked the flight because of, the positive space issue. And we just had a positive space issue literally maybe a week ago. And 5 people had to be removed off the plane because of it. Yeah, people were pretty fucking pissed, but like I said, it happens. But they all came off that plane. Mostly because of the $500 travel voucher that they all received. But I guess from that point they can understand, huh? I'm trying to turn up on these little boys. Ooh.
Ruin wasted.
I'm gonna try to get the screws. But yeah, that's how that is. And it's really sad the media has flipped things like that and turned it into something more than it is. It really is,
Ruin wasted.
I don't think that it should be like that. Hey, whatever keeps them afloat though, right? That's how they see it. Ratings, that's all they care about. They don't care if it's true or whatever. And then I watched the CEO go on to, I think ABC it was, and just kiss their ass, even though, regulations were followed, rules were followed. I'm about to get some raps though, boys. That's what we're about to do. About to get shot in the back first. Oh. Come on, man. Come on, man. There we go. Alright, let's get it. Let's get it. But yeah, that's really all I had to say about that. Yeah. That's really been... I really wanted to talk about that. Help people have an understanding for what it's actually like. Because most people, they seem like they just want to throw around blind fucking thoughts and opinions that literally they have no knowledge about whatsoever.
All locations maintain current position. Enemy
Get it, boys. Ah! Fuck it. It's been a really long game, it seems like. These kids are like barely shooting back. I honestly can't believe how easy this is. I just got off work about an hour ago and I'm tired, but I wanted to talk about that because that's really been bothering me, especially seeing all the memes and stuff that really aggravates me. I don't know why. It's just the fact that people have no idea what they're talking about, and they have a large influence over people, over a lot of people. I mean, people they get the wrong idea, they see it online, and they're like, that's definitely what's true, right? Wrong. Don't fuck around on the airline. When they tell you to get off the plane, get off the plane. That's just how it is.
UAV inbound.
And it's like overbooking is not like a rare thing. It is very common for a plane to be overbooked. You know, but most people come off the plane because you get a 500. You get your flight back. You get your free. Well, you get a free flight plus another free flight, basically. You know, you just gotta wait a little bit of time. Like, I understand he was a doctor and I understand he had patients, but you know, he also had a. What was it? He had 98 like I don't know exactly what it was. I know he had his doctor's license like rejected or, you know, taken away from him.
That's a kill.
So this guy he not only was he not a very good doctor, he got kicked off a fucking airplane. I think he was stealing medication or something like that. I'm not gonna sit here and throw out false claims because I don't know if that's what he was doing. I just know he had like 98 accusations or something. But that's really unfortunate that that had to happen to someone. And the people screaming like, "You can't do that to him." Well, I mean, yeah, they can. Yeah, it says it in the regulation book. They definitely can do that. Any kind of force that they need to get you off that plane, because you become a threat to everyone and the plane security. That's how TSA see it, you know, and the federal government. I was honestly surprised that the CEO went onto ABC and didn't justify what you know, United or the officers' actions, but at the same time, you got to realize you can't do that in today's world because you get torn up, and I'm sure United's ticket sales are going to take a huge drop, massive drop. I mean, I guarantee it, honestly, because the media has. I'm just getting tore up by this fucking guy, huh? You're fucking great. Yeah, that's definitely all I had to say about that. I wanted to touch on that because I do have a little bit of experience and I know what's going on around there. So I hope that I can help you have an understanding of why they did that. And you should understand that any airline will do that, dude. You know, you can't become a threat like that. Any airline would do that. Like, it doesn't matter what airline it was. It just doesn't. You can't do that shit. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Hope you enjoyed listening to me mutter and ramble about how I feel about certain things. Yeah. See you later.